Hey y'all, sorry I've been gone for a while. Life and weather and everything like that. I just haven't had a whole lot of time on the bike lately. But I've been thinking a lot about, there's a lot of stuff been going on, but I've been thinking a lot about the minimum wage lately. And I just want to address that for a couple of minutes here because I just have a short little amount of my ride left where I'm not going to have a whole lot of wind noise. Federal minimum wage hasn't been raised in a very, very long time. And if you do the math, even in a small town in America that has a low cost of living, it is just not feasible for one minimum wage job, even at full-time hours, to pay the bills, to pay the rent, to pay the utilities, the groceries, all of that, let alone having something, like a mode of transportation to get you to work. So you got to work more than one job. That's the way it is right now. And the argument that I hear most often about we shouldn't raise the minimum wage because that's going to raise prices. Well, that makes sense if you only think of it in a very short-sighted manner. But if you look at the way that things really are, we've got a gas station here in Texas. It's actually an Oklahoma-based business called QT. They start their employees above minimum wage. I think it's like $9 an hour or something like that. And assistant managers can make about as much. Actually, there's a joke going around in Oklahoma because of the teacher strike that an assistant manager at a QT can make more than a first-year public school teacher. And a lot of other smaller gas stations just pay minimum wage. And the difference between a QT gas station and these other ones is the QT has lower prices, has better customer service. It has better customer service because the employees are happier. The employees are paying their bills. Fast food. Texas is a Whataburger state. Whataburger pays minimum wage. They don't have the best customer service. I'm sorry. I'm a Californian. I'm partial to In-N-Out Burger, and In-N-Out Burger is not only cheaper, but it is than Whataburger, but it is a better experience in terms of overall customer service. And the reason for that is In-N-Out starts at over $11 an hour. Their employees are paid better. There's a grocery store here in town. It's my favorite grocery store. It's called H-E-B. The employees there start above minimum wage compared to other grocery stores in town that pay minimum wage. And you can tell by the mood of the employees. If you don't want to go out and find out how well the places you shop and where you spend your money, how well they pay their employees, you can usually kind of tell by the employee's attitude. If the employee is making a minimum wage and they're older than like a high school kid who's just making a few extra bucks to buy gasoline in their hoopty car, if they're someone who looks like they could be a parent and are trying to support themselves, they're going to be really bitter about the fact that after they leave this job, they got to go to another job just so that they can pay for rent. And that bitterness extends into the service. So especially with a Republican Congress and a Republican president, even if it was a sane Republican president, which is not what we have now, there's no way that the federal minimum wage is going to be raised with the current Congress and executive branch. It's just not going to happen. Not because it's not a priority for them, because they don't believe it'll work. It'll help. But raising the minimum wage, people who have a minimum wage job, if they got a raise, they would be spending that money because they need every penny that they get. It would be a boost into the economy. And these businesses that I mentioned, like the In-N-Out Burger, the H-E-B, the QT gas stations, they're not hurting for business. And what brings them in is they're able to have low prices and competitive prices. And they have much better customer service. And because of that, people will reward them with their business. So, yeah, I can see if everybody paid better, it'd be harder to tell. But, since we can't really raise the minimum wage with the government we have, what we can do is support the businesses that pay their employees more than the minimum. And that's my shout out to you. That's my call to action. You can tell, and you'll be rewarded because you're going to have better customer service and you're going to have a better experience when you go. All right, I will have more time to chat on another vlog. I shot one